Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. We have some good news and bad news. The good news is that Mega Evolution is getting an immediate restock right now. Over the next couple weeks, if you go to your local card shop or any major retailers, you may be able to find some ETBs and additional Mega Evolution products added to your store shelves, which is really solid. There was an initial wave of Mega Evolution that came out on the release of Mega Evolution, and now this is wave 2, and a lot more stocks are being added. The unfortunate bad news is that some places such as GameStops are really raising their prices on how much they are charging for Mega Evolution. If you go into your local GameStop this weekend on November 1st, they are going to have additional products of Mega Evolution. However, they are raising the prices on a lot of this stuff. GameStop is going to be restocking ETBs of Mega Evolution for $69.99, which is up from their previous increased price of $59.99, and they are going to be raising the prices on Mega Evolution booster boxes from their previous already above retail price of $200 to their new closer to market price of $240 for a Mega Evolution booster box, and that is really unfortunate to hear. I actually do stop at my local GameStop every couple of weeks to maybe wait in line on a product release date, or maybe just pick up some additional products if they have any in store. But at these prices, I probably won't be stopping at this retailer in the future. Before we do a deep dive into GameStop's raised prices, I would like to thank PokeNotify for sponsoring today's video. If you are interested in knowing when products are going to be restocked, both in stores as well as online, I highly recommend you check out PokeNotify by clicking the link down in the description. They are a fantastic service. No more do you have to refresh pages waiting for products to be added to store pages. They are going to let you know immediately when stocks are going to be available, and obviously during the holiday, there are going to be some really fantastic deals. Maybe not at GameStop, but certainly at a bunch of other locations like Sam's Club, Walmart, Costco, you name it, and PokeNotify has them on lockdown. Check them out today. They have an awesome 3-day free trial, and they are also available in Canada, UK, Australia, wherever you live. PokeNotify does offer services for you. Check them out today. They are a fantastic way just to get immediate notification on upcoming restocks, such as the one that is actually dropping today. On the release of today's video, Sam's Club is going to be offering a bunch of 151 mini tints, and if you'd like to know when those drops are happening, you should check out PokeNotify today. Thank you again to PokeNotify for sponsoring today's video. You can also check them out on Instagram because they offer fantastic news on all of these upcoming product drops. So check them out today. So what is the reason behind GameStop raising prices on Pokemon card products? Again, a big reason is because they simply can. They've tested the waters before, and people were okay with GameStop's previous raised prices. They rose prices from ETBs being $50 up to $60, and they raised prices on booster boxes up from $160 all the way up to $200, and those still completely sold through. Regardless whether you and I like it, people are buying Pokemon card products at these higher prices. And if people are willing to pick up products at these higher prices, then GameStop is going to keep raising their prices. A second reason why GameStop is currently raising their prices is because they actually really need the money. Out of all major retailers such as Sam's Club, Walmart, Costco, Pokemon TCGs just make up a very small portion of their revenue, a real tiny portion, which is why places like Walmart or Target, they can use Pokemon cards as a cost leader. They just want you to come into their Walmart or any other big box retailer to look for Pokemon cards, because while you're there, you might as well buy milk or a new t-shirt or something of that nature. GameStop has a lot less of that. If you were walking into GameStop and you're asking, hey man, you got any Pokemon card products on the shelf? If they don't have that, you're just gonna walk out. You're very unlikely to buy anything else at a GameStop. It's just that much more niche. So they actually do need to raise prices. And we've seen this with GameStop over the past couple of years, is that they are evolving from a video game centric store to significantly more focused on TCG. A lot of GameStops have almost become trading card shops nowadays, and the video game side, while still a big portion of their business, is becoming less so. There was a point in time when they barely sold any TCG, and now that SKU, those areas, they're just selling way more TCG than ever before, and they're becoming pretty much a local LGS. pretty much that's what they are now. And their prices are really unfortunate. At $240 for a booster box and $70 for an ETB, I am no longer waiting in line for a GameStop product drop. That's the difference, right? And some people might say, well, Jake, that's pretty much the Pokemon market price, isn't it? So why wouldn't you just buy it from GameStop? The difference here is that I'm waiting in line for 2 hours before the opening hour of my GameStop because I want a good deal, right? People are willing to wait 2 hours in line at a GameStop, and I'm waiting with 20 other people. I'm waiting because we're getting a good deal. You know, we're supporting this store. We're buying it because they have better prices than the general market. But if that's not the case, why would I wait in line at a GameStop? I wouldn't. Would I still stop by their store? Maybe, if I'm just in the neighborhood and I'm purchasing a new Switch game or something of that nature, I might walk in. And if they have some card products on the shelf, maybe I'll look at it. But at those kind of prices, I'm much more likely to hunt elsewhere, right? It makes it so that the store becomes less desirable to even step into. And it's really unfortunate that they're taking this route. And I have noticed that over the past year, people have almost forgotten what retail prices on certain Pokemon card products are. And I please hope you guys do not forget what card prices used to be. Because I remember when ETB prices used to be $40. And obviously with the release of Scarlet and Violet, ETB prices were risen to $50 for an ETB. And since the past year, GameStop has raised ETB prices to $60. And during passing conversation with other collectors, I've noticed some people say, oh yeah, that ETB, isn't that retail price normally $60? And I have to remind them, no dude, a brand new Mega Evolution ETB is not $60. Maybe the Pokemon Center one from the Pokemon Center Online is $60, but a retail price for a brand new ETB should be $50. But because GameStop has theirs set at $60, some people out there actually think the retail price of a new ETB is $60. And obviously GameStop is raising it again to be $70 for an ETB and $240 for a booster box. And that's just going to make more and more people confused, and it anchors the price and say, oh yeah, if GameStop is charging $240 for this brand new set such as Phantasmal Flames, because Phantasmal Flames is also going to be set at these prices. People are going to be walking to GameStop to buy booster boxes of Phantasmal Flames for $240 a booster box, and ETBs of Phantasmal Flames for $70 an ETB, and they're going to start recognizing that that is just normal price. If a brand new collector goes into a GameStop in 2 months and sees Phantasmal Flames for $240, they're going to assume that that is the normal retail price. That's just whatever the normal prices is, and people are going to forget that prices used to actually be cheaper, which is not something I want to see. So instead of hunting at GameStop over the next couple of weeks, especially during Black Friday, I probably will just straight up skip my GameStop unless they have like an amazing deal, unless they're raising these prices so that during Black Friday, they can show that everything is minus 50% off. You know that strategy where you raise prices really high and then you make a really large discount sale to make it seem cheaper than it actually is. So unless they do something like that, I think I'm just going to straight up skip my GameStop because there's just better deals out there right now. One of the deals I was talking about earlier is that Sam's Club is offering 4 mini tins of 151 for $34.99. That's just a way insanely better deal than whatever they're doing at GameStop. 4 mini tins of 151, that gets you 8 151 booster packs for $34.99. That's less than $5 per 151 booster pack. If you have deals like that going at other retailers, and I've talked about some of these deals before, Walmart is going to have some amazing deal. Costco is going to have some amazing deal. Target is going to have some amazing deal. Why would anyone buy a booster box for $240 when places like Walmart are going to be offering 8 booster packs for $20 during Black Friday? I would never step into a GameStop. I'll drive to every Walmart before I go to a GameStop. So it's really unfortunate to hear about these raised prices. I think $240 as the price point for a booster box from a major retailer is ludicrous and insane. You know, I can see that from a random card shop out there, or I can see that on Facebook Marketplace. But for a major retailer to legitimize that as, yeah, dude, we're just going to offer you double retail for this, that's ridiculous. So hopefully we get a return to norm in the future. And I'm going to try my best to vote with my wallet, which means I'm going to be canceling my GameStop membership. I just don't see the value in it. Yeah, you know, right? Jake, you still have a GameStop membership? I know, guys. I try to support as many businesses as I can and try to go to a variety of them. But with these prices, I'm probably not stepping into GameStop ever again. So we'll see what they do. Hopefully this is a good signal that if enough people actually turns away from these prices, then we'll get closer to a norm. The jaded side would say, well, Jake, they're still going to sell out of booster boxes even at $240. And that'd be unfortunate to see. So we'll see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.